On today's video, we're going to start covering Heroic Anthem, and this is Pre KVK, what's changed, whether it's worth it or not to do it. And on top of that, the first 24 hours on the map. Not only as a individual player, but also for leaders of kingdoms and alliances, what you need to know to get the best kickoff possible for this event. Everything we've learned in the past less than 24 hours that we've implemented on the Jumper account in K2. So sit back, drop a like on this video. Yeah. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. We're starting a journey, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of a few videos coming up. We have 5 videos already ready to rock and roll for you guys with everything you need to know about Heroic Anthem. We broke it down into smaller videos of specific topics so you don't have to listen to anything you don't want to. This one is all about pre-KVK and landing on the map and everything you need to know about it. Before we start, I'm a sponsored content creator by Kingdoms, and if you enjoy the content, make sure you smash a like on this video, and of course, hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the bell. Let's get the subscribe count up. I'm telling you, this is the only place you're gonna get action in Heroic Anthem, as well as on the field presence of someone actually playing the event. So let's start from the beginning. Pre-KVK didn't change that much in terms of how the event works from previous KVKs. You have 3 stages, and in those 3 stages, you do marauder hunting, training troops, and then marauder camp hunts. Now, the only thing that's changed in here is that back in the day, the more people would go into one rally for camps, the better it was, because for every march in the rally, you would get points. Now, it's per camp that you kill. Fort, not camp, sorry, it's marauder forts, brain. So the best thing you can do is divide into groups of 2, and essentially 2 people per rally, take out as many forts as you can instead of having hundreds of people crowd into the same rally. Now, is it worth doing pre-KVK? The answer is absolutely. I don't know if it's worth it for everybody, but I can tell you that for sure for those of you who are looking to get a heads up in the most important part of this event, the way you get a big chunk of the rewards, that is the crystals, you definitely want to do pre-KVK. Why is that? First place in pre-KVK will get 1.2 million crystals. Now, I know that this doesn't mean anything to you, and for the sake of keeping this video short and concise, we're not going to talk about crystals today. There's going to be a full video coming up in the next couple of days about both the crystal buildings, how they work, how you get them, what you do with them, and everything along the way. But trust me when I tell you, 1.2 million crystals can get you a fairly long way. We're already level 17 in this building right here, and we're pushing through the researches. I know this means nothing to you. It'll mean something in a future video, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel when that comes out. But we've done all of this so far without spending 1.2 million gems, okay? So you can definitely get to this level winning first place in pre-KVK, and even top 100, I believe, or top 1000 get a bunch of those crystals. So it is worth it to invest a little bit, maybe on the training days and on marauder forts if you have the AP. I wouldn't say that marauders are now very worth it because of this, but you might want to start training more troops in pre-KVK. So what do you do when you land on the map? The map's opened up and it's time to go. Well, I made a list for you, a list of 4 things you need to do as an individual, and then we'll talk as an alliance leader and someone who's planning flags and things like that. So as an individual, the first thing you do as you drop onto the field is start defogging. The whole map is absolutely fogged. That is right. I have been defogging all day long, and we got a huge chunk already defogged. You really want to start defogging the map as quickly as possible, and that is a tedious, annoying task which you have to sit there and do. So make sure you're consistently defogging the map while you're doing other things. I've been literally defogging all day long, and it's tedious and annoying, but it has to get done. So first things first, you drop on the map, send your 3 scouts out. Honestly, you can go select a piece to explore, but I've been really clicking here, explore, and just sending them to explore every time. We're gonna have to do it throughout the video as well because they're about to finish. So the first thing you wanna do, start defogging the map. You're gonna need it. Why you're gonna need it, we'll talk about that in a bit. The second thing that you need to do as we go click explore really quickly, go explore this. I don't care where you're going, just go. We need you exploring 20 seconds away. One more guy needs to explore. Sorry about that. We go here, we go there. 6 minutes away. We're going to send you back this way. Here we go. And so the second thing you want to do as soon as you drop on the map is instantly start building the 2 buildings you have to build. These are the Crystal Research Center and the Crystal Mine. These are the most important buildings in this event for many, many reasons we will not get into in this video. But suffice it to say, you want to drop these buildings in. And if you have the crystals and Speedups available, you're going to want to start pushing these buildings. These buildings, for upgrading them, both buildings as well as the researchers in the research department, they are all able to use Speedups. Building Speedups come back into action. Very, very important thing. Think very carefully if you want to do War and Peace, if you don't have enough Speedups to do both building the crystal mine as well as this. We don't know yet the costs of everything. So again, in future videos, I will update you on the costs of everything, whether it's worth it to push, whether it's worth it to spend the Speedups or not. We don't know anything yet. I've been pushing just to have more content available for you all. So I hope that earns a subscription and a like on the video. But remember that this is a thing. You're going to need building Speedups and research Speedups for this. That's your number 2. Build these buildings, start pushing. Why? In a nutshell, the way you get these coins for rewards is by finishing researches, and the way you get crystals on top of spending money and a few other ways is by producing them in here. And you really want to have the fastest production possible as well as the most you can in as much time as possible. So let's keep doing that. We're not going to talk about this any further. There's a video coming out in detail for all of this. I promise. Do not worry. All right. Point number 3, Lost Canyon. That is right. Lost Canyon has not changed. You're going to have to do Lost Canyon. And if you do it quick in the beginning, you're going to get a boatload of points for free. I forgot about it and I ended up in top 88 and I maintained top 88 for a little while. Now I'm in 101. Realistically, this account doesn't have the commanders to do this event. It simply doesn't. I don't have yet a big enough Rolodex of commanders to be at the top. So I'm going to drop to probably 2 or even 300s easily. But because I did it quick enough, I managed to score 15.9 thousand coins on the first day, not even a day yet. And that gives you a huge leg up on Lost Kingdom and Lost Canyon. What you got to do is you get in here, you click someone, click challenge, click on anyone. It'll tell you you're going to need to set up your defense fast, and anyone, just get them. More often than not, people just put something on the field just to quickly do it. If you're fast enough, you might be able to snatch top 10 for a few moments and keep yourself in top 50, top 100 for a day or even 2, which will score you sweet coins. I actually spent gems on attempts to climb up as I did it late, and I managed to climb fairly nicely. I'm happy with what we got. Let's click on that. Another 11. Okay, never mind. So that was point number 3 that you got to do. Now, if you are an individual at this point, you are pretty full of things to do. You are defogging the map like no one's business, like we're doing right here. Twice now we sent them to defog further in this video, and we're going to keep doing that. On top of that, you're building buildings and you're doing researches and you're clicking helps for everybody, and everybody's clicking helps for you, and it's madness. So that right there will be your first 24 hours as an individual that are going to be very, very intense. Now, there's a lot more things we can talk about here. One thing that happened here is we used to have a gathering event in here as a past glory event, like a thing that we started doing. You guys saw it on the stream we did live, and Lilith took it out throughout the day, so it sucks to be the test server, right? We really got screwed about that. With that being said, they also made changes to the shop and changed the prices of things, so we're going to talk about that once things stabilize a little bit. But at this stage, you know you got to defog, you got to do your buildings and crystals, and you got to do your Lost Canyon. That's plenty of stuff to do for day 1. Let's talk as a leader of an alliance or a kingdom or even a coalition. I know that means nothing to you, and we're going to go over all those points in a specific video. Do not worry. Trust me, you're going to get all the details possible in separated videos. That way you have exactly what you want. So there are these buildings called the Bastion Buildings. I don't know how you say it. That's how I say it, okay? And what ends up happening is that they're located all over the map. what you want to do, and for the record, once we find them all and we clear all the map, I will give you a list of all the location of all of them. You know how it goes in my Discord down below, so make sure you join that. We'll give you all the information. You know how we work in here. We've been cataloging the costs of every research, every building, everything. We got all that. Do not worry. So what we got here is a bastion right there, but it's not a building that you see on the map. However, it's a critical building. Why is that? Because these will give you these support skills. Now, you don't know what these support skills do yet. We're going to have a detailed video about this, but you should know that the only way to start building up the what you got to do in here to get the support skills, which are super important, you're going to need to have flags touching the bastion, which means where you place your fortress is very, very crucial, because you're not only now flagging towards here to get yourself a ruined crusader fortress potentially, but now you're also flagging towards bastions, which are very, very important for the continuation of the event. And so as a leader, what you should be doing is you should prep ahead of time through the information we will give you on this channel, as well as in the Discord. And of course, if you hit me up in private, I'll try to help you out as much as I can. You want to have a plan that will let you touch the correct bastions for the correct types of things you want to get done. I'll give you a quick example. Herman was the first one UCS flagged towards. They dropped a fortress right here and started flagging downwards towards the Ruined Crusader Fortress. They worked backwards from COG. The reason for that is we wanted to get here quicker than we needed to get here. And so in this one, Herman, the Bastion of Herman, which I know it means nothing to you, but just go along with it for now. If you level it up all the way to level 6, which we currently have at level 4 already, we almost finished all of our tasks for the day. If you level it up to level 6, you are going to get this neat national hero support skill. And if you go take a look at the support skill, it's a very, 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 very strong skill for rally leaders. Increase normal attack damage of troops led by this commander by 10%, and normal attacks have a 10% chance to grant more rage. If you're an Takeda rallier, this is the dream right there. So we went towards that first. Our first chapter just ended in Twilight, so we're entering the next one, which has 2 days before the coalition controls camp at the end of it and all that good stuff. So you guys got to see this happen live. And so we got the rewards right there. You want to start building your flags towards these. What I really recommend you to do is what UCS have been doing right here, which is put markers on every bastion you can. Why? Because folks are going to need to defog the map to find these bastions, and only when they find them, they will have two things. They'll appear in this list, which you'll know what it is in a future video, do not worry. And the support skills then are unlocked. You can see I still have 2 of them that I have not found yet. So you want to unlock all of them as quickly as you can, so you have a better plan on what you want to do. Of course, as I mentioned, on this channel, you'll know everything about where they are and what the support skills are, so you can make your plan ahead of time. As a leader, that's pretty much what you got to do. You're going to need to figure out a way to pass architect around and pass scientist around and all that stuff, because people are going to go nuts trying to build these buildings and doing the researches early on. And the most important thing as a leader that you should understand is that on your first area, which is different from previous KVKs, there is going to be multiple kingdoms. So in our fire zone right here, we have 2 kingdoms. We have the folks in 102, which is us, and 101. You're going to have to, you won't know who your camp is up until who your nation is, I guess, if you're an Avatar, the last airbender kind of guy. You won't know who your neighbors are up until this opens, so keep an open mind that you're going to have to figure out a plan that works also for a neighbor, or else there could be trouble. For now, I think that we've done enough for a first video, for your first thing to do. Defog the map, keep defogging, you're really going to need it. There are rewards that are based on that. We're going to touch on rewards. We're going to touch on everything along the way in the next few videos. I can tell you right now, we have a video coming up for the crystal mines and researches, the bastions, how they work, what they do, and everything you need to know about them. Rewards, coalition, flagging, fighting, everything and anything, Twilights, all of it and everything coming up in a huge series in this channel. For now, I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. I appreciate every single one of you. Drop the like on this video. New subscribers or new folks, welcome to the channel. I hope I earned your subscription with this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one and take care. Peace.